the time, yes, because you're a human being and you have, the juices started to flow. In retrospect.
No, I think I could have handled it a little bit differently, but like I said, even Sarah agreed that she shouldn't have gotten this thing, and she even went down with me to the place where she got it pierced at to get it out. But when we got there, she made a stance that I'm not going to do it, Dad. And I said, well, then we just can't have this shared custody arrangement anymore.
Excuse me, Your Honor. She didn't want to go down to the piercing place. He made her go down, and when she wouldn't get it out, he dropped her off at the corner of my street and said, "Get out." In no uncertain terms. They had no discussion over the shared custody thing outlasting itself. The term was get out.
A judge is not a computer. A judge is a human being. And we bring to our job all of our history, all of our own personal stories. So I'm going to share one with you, all right? I have 5 kids, and they're all older now. When one of my children started college, and this was 14, 15 years ago. He came home from school after his first couple of months, and I picked him up at the bus station, which was pretty far away from our house. And he was coming home with a friend. And he got off the bus, and I looked at this handsome child, and he had something wangling from his ear. So I kissed him hello. And I said, "You can get in the car. That thing stays outside." "Oh, Mother, don't be ridiculous. Everybody's doing it." I said, "Listen, I don't have to look at it. I brought you into this world. I still pay the bills. As long as I pay the bills, I want to be able to look at you unencumbered by things coming out of your face and your ears." He thought I was kidding. I said, "You got 5 minutes, boy." And he hung around, he spoke to his friends, and they would try to figure out whether I was serious or not. 5 minutes passed, the thing wasn't out of his ear. I got in my car, and I went home. And about 2.5 hours later, because it took that long by public transportation, you know where this was? This was in the Bronx, all the way up in the Bronx, where the bus came in from Albany, Bronx, New York. He managed to find his way home without the earring in his ear. Now, that doesn't mean when he was in college, he didn't have rings and ropes and dangles and doodads hanging out from every orifice of his body. But I didn't have to look at it. So you didn't do the right thing. You're supposed to be a parent first and a friend second. And a parent says, "Babe, you got a couple more years until you are 18 years old. Then I can't tell you what to do." Right? You want to paint polka dots on your face, you can paint polka dots on your face. But while you're in my house, I don't want to have to look at this thing here. I don't want to look at something in your tongue. I don't want to look at something in your nose. I just don't want to see it. You didn't do that. That really irritated him. Right, Mr. Carlin?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So the problem is this. I find it difficult, Mr. Carlin, to imagine that 3 years have gone by with you taking no action whatsoever, even to get $100, $200, and have done nothing over the 3-year period of time to recoup any money if you say that there was this verbal agreement. I have a problem with that. So I'm going to take care of the lawsuit right now. I'm not satisfied that you have established to my satisfaction that there was this contract.
Your Honor, child support is more than just a check in the mail each week.
Sir, if that's what you're banking on, I'm telling you, it doesn't hold water. Karate lessons don't come under the category of necessaries for anybody. So if that's what you're hanging your hat on, forget it. More importantly, Mr. Carlin, you have invested 16 years in your daughter. And I think it's a mistake to cut her off after 16 years because she, as a 16-year-old, made a foolish mistake. Big mistake, Mr. Carlin. I want you to rethink it. In any event, this lawsuit is dismissed. That's all.
Party's no excuse. You may step out. Out the back door to your right, please.
I took care of her.
Not one phone call since July 15th. Not one phone call. Nothing.
Sarah don't know how to use a phone?
Your duty is to call her at 7 o'clock at night.
That's my duty.
Yeah, you're the father. She's a child.